Hello friends and potential friends. Well, today is Saturday, February 11th, 2023, and I've been thinking about that last video I recorded. All that whining about my salad greens being done for the season, and that seemed to be pretty negative. So I figured today I'd kind of try to put a little bit of a positive slant on things. Yes, the lettuce is bolting, but no, it's not bolting. It's going to seed. And a lot of these plants are trying their best to give me some seeds so that I can plant more for next year. These garden peach tomatoes, they're ready to collect some seeds. Quite a few of these that are ready to come off of there. So I'm going to pick a few of these, take them in the house, and start saving the seeds out of them. And I'll let the rest of them just go ahead and ripen a little bit more so I can get more seeds. The lettuce is kind of droopy, but it's got some beauty to it too. And if I leave these to go a little bit longer, I'll be getting some seeds from them. So that's a positive. Yep, things come to an end, and then you have new beginnings. So let's walk back in the back and see what we got going on back there that's positive. And trying to stick with my positive attitude. Here in the lab, my spring garden is taking hold. I'm not going to go and name each one of them, but I've got a variety of tomatoes and a variety of peppers, and still some asparagus coming up in here. And that stuff, incidentally, is coming up nice. Need to get it in the ground before too long. Still have my pear over here that I'm hoping will take root and continue to grow. Still waiting on the olives to do something. But some of these tomatoes are getting big enough to where I'm going to have to up-pot them again. Still haven't seen any of the pepper seeds pop up, but I've just been planting them in the last week, so they'll be coming along shortly. But the spring garden is starting to take shape. And out here in the raised beds, pineapples are still doing okay. The beans are coming along nicely. Cilantro is still growing nice. I've been picking radishes left and right. Got some more beans over here coming up. Still no sign of slips for sweet potatoes. Broccoli is still growing nicely. And incidentally, I did cut that first head because it was starting to show signs of going to seed, and I decided I'm going to eat it first. So that's in the house right now. I might make some broccoli cheese soup or something like that. And I do still have another one coming along. Pretty tiny right now, but it'll get there. Swiss chard and kale, I've been munching on all of that regularly. And the cabbage collards down at the end look beautiful. And they taste pretty good too, I must admit. Cauliflower over here, so far I'm not seeing any heads developing here, and I'm not sure if they're going to make it before the heat sets in. Same with the Brussels sprouts. I keep hoping that I can get a few tiny sprouts out of those before they give up. But I definitely will be getting some seeds out of this Mishahili Asian cabbage. And the bees and other pollinators love it too. They're loving those flowers. Kind of overcast today, although it looks like the sun's trying to burn through. It's been playing roller coaster again on us. Yesterday's high temperature was 87. Today we're struggling to get to 70. Had a front come through last night and gave me about 1.5 inches of much welcome rain. So everything got a good soaking last night. My cabbage heads, they're teeny tiny little things, about the size of a golf ball right now, but they are definitely starting to form some heads. And I noticed this morning, let's see if I can zoom in on this without making y'all sick. Where's it at? Oh, gotta get my finger down. There we are. There we go. That is my first asparagus spear popping up out of the mulch that I added last week. So the patience guarding is continuing to try to guard my patience. But that's another positive. Things are starting to pop up. And incidentally, let me wander over here a little bit amongst the pineapples. Yeah, they still look pretty rough. That freeze did a number on them. But another thing I noticed this morning, if you look real close here, that pineapple is starting to form a fruit. Just barely starting down there, but it looks like I'm gonna have a pineapple this year. And that certainly is a positive thing. And starting into the mini orchard, that poor gardenia, I don't know whether it's gonna make it or not. It's still not showing any signs of life. But my avocado still looks pretty rough. I haven't pulled any of those brown leaves off of it. But if you look along that main stem, it's got new growth popping out all over the place. All the way to the top. And those top branches have got new growth popping out as well. So things are popping. And over here on the original Ponderosa lemon tree, this last lemon that started up last year is starting to turn. Another sign of spring. Oh, and I just noticed I've already got lemon blossoms starting up. So this one's going to continue giving me lemons. It struggles back here in the shade, but it keeps on trying. Loquat's looking pretty good. The Meyer lemon is looking pretty good, and also incidentally it's taller than I am. And another thing that I spotted this morning, I'm gonna have another pineapple. They're gonna give me 2 of them this year from the looks of it. Maybe even more, who knows. The rest of the mini orchard, yep, I got rosemary all over the place. But the guava, I wasn't sure how it was going to do, but it's got new growth coming out. So looks like that guava is going to pull through for me as well. Now I'll have to plant some more papaya seeds, get them going. But a lot of things are starting to pop. A fig tree's starting to put leaves on again. The mulberry's starting to put leaves on again. The other Ponderosa lemon is looking good. and does have a little bit of new growth showing through. The other fig tree's doing pretty good. Nothing yet on the moringa, but I'm sure it'll get there. But all in all, yep, things are looking good. So one season comes to an end and another one starts. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.